Right against the rail, he's 3 in front. The rail's the place to be. Splendid Feelings coming late, but oh, it'll be a mile too late. And Mr. Nisku's going to trot in. Up against that rail, that's where you want to be. 2.5 to Splendid Feeling. Third, 3 off King Saturn. Scorndale got home late. Absence of Malice, Amath, and then further back La Lauda. They were followed by Numbers Game, then Nura. Further back, Never Jane, Never Fired. The Refrigerator, well back Silhouetted and Don Cossack.
5, 3 and 4 the numbers as Ron sees them. The winner, Mr. Nisku, second, Splendid Feeling, and third, King Saturn, 5, 3, 4 after race 4 in Adelaide. Race 5 this afternoon, 3 o'clock the starting time of the John D. Lee Stakes, French Boutique out, and a field of tender runners. We check the approximate takes for race 5. The 2 to 205 and a 6 special recipe. The second leg by 5 Blondo, and the dividend was $54.05. No substitute required in the first leg, and the second leg sub was the disappointing number 1 Argonaut Style. 6 and 5 the extra double, $54.05. The winner Gypsy Road, $22.55 and $6.15. The second place getter Golden Cheer, $1.10. Third Wonder Dancer paid 80 cents. Quinella, $52.55. Trifecta, $838.15. Now we're coming up to race 5 at Randwick, and that is the Totalisators handicap 2 now.
Way to man away on the inside, getting into stride nicely, Shining Hero, followed by Cloud Chief and Farzak on the outside. Shadowy Waters. Gem Bisque has been badly cut out. Eagle Mountain ahead of it from Keenland Breeze, Nota, and at the rear now was Marsala's Son, sorting themselves out, and the Crillionaire and Gay Scene cut at each other for the lead at the 1,000 corner. A length and a half to Gauge with a nice run, followed by Shining Hero. Next is Cloud Chief, a length of Eagle Mountain, followed by Way to Manawa. On the inside, Gem Bisque badly placed at the moment from Shadowy Waters, the outer. 3 wide as Nota from Farzak, Keenland Breeze, and Marsala's Son is at the rear. Short of 700 left to run. Gay Scene established the front, 3/4 on the Crillionaire and 2 to Gauge. Shining Hero the inside. Eagle Mountains made a fast run on the outer. A length away was Cloud Chief, and 2 lengths off to Way to Manawa. Gem Bisque on the outside and Keenland Breeze the rails. 2 off to Nota, Shadowy Waters and Farzak as they turn the bend. The Crillionaire now upsides tackling Gay Scene for the lead as they come up the rise. Gauge is about to issue its challenge. Shining Hero can't get a run from Cloud Chief and Keenland Breeze, and now Gem Bisque is unwinding in a hurry. The Crillionaire and Gay Scene together. Gem Bisque is rattling down the outside. It'll be too late. It ran into a dead end. Gay Scene went to the lead. Gem Bisque is coming quickly. Gay Scene in front. Gem Bisque I don't think will get it, and Gay Scene punched right out will win. Gay Scene by 3/4 of a length. Gem Bisque. Third in the race was Shining Hero from the Crillionaire with Keenland Breeze. They were followed by Gauge, which failed to come on from Eagle Mountain. Way to Manawa. Further back was Cloud Chief, Farzak, Marsala's Son, Shadowy Waters, and Nota was at the tail.
Numbers will be 1, 9 and 11. Gay Scene is hung under win under vigorous riding. Second placing Gem Bisque absolutely coming out of the ground in the last little bit, and the little boy didn't appear to be able to do much on it. And third was Shining Hero, numbers 1, 9 and 11 on race 5 in Sydney. The Pride of Egypt handles the result. The winner, Mr. Nisku, $3.45 and $1.05. Splendid Feeling second, returned $1.20. The third place getter, King Saturn, $3.30. Quinella dividend was $14.50, and the Trifecta paid $331 even. 5, 3 and 4, race 4 in Adelaide. Our next event.
Run, waiting on the light here. There it is. Field set, they're racing. And the Tamar Moon, he only walked out of the barrier, missed it about 3 or 4 lengths. Kutzbar out quickly with Nondescript and Borussia, and further out Balado Boy Alternate and Toyd showing a bit of pace in the early stages, but he's deep. Further back in the field, then Nakundra behind them. Around the outside goes Lord Delamere. Then the favourite out very deep on the first turn, and that's Big Zapple. Into the back they go, Nondescript led. About a neck in front here of Balado Boy, and Lord Delamere's caught out 3 deep. 2 lengths further back is Alternate, Borussia, and over on the inside there, Nakundra. Now Big Zapple, he threw his head up in the air, and Gauchi was very forward in the saddle there. Inside him came Kutzbar from Tamar Moon affected. 2 lengths further back, Fair Ross on the inside of Caesar's Right, and last of all is Greatness. Around the turn of the 950, Nondescript about a neck in front of Balado Boy. Lord Delamere out 3 deep, making a line of 3. 3 lengths further back, Nakundra over on the inside of Borussia. Alternate out 3 deep and 4 wide on the outside, then Big Zapple. 2 lengths further back, then Toyd from Tamar Moon, then affected Caesar's Right. Then further further back, Kutzbar Greatness, and last of all, Fair Ross. 600 metres to go. The leader, Nondescript, neck in front of Lord Delamere, and the favourite's gone up 3 deep on the outside. Third, Big Zapple. A length into Toyd, pulled out deep. Nakundra back on the inside of Alternate. Then Borussia Bellado Boy affected a gap. Caesar's right, Tamar Moon and Greatness. On the turn, Big Zapple moved up with Toyd to tackle Lord Delamere. Alternate pulled out deep, and then further out as Borussia and Nakundra. Toyd just in front when they turn. 200 to go from Big Zapple under pressure. Then Alternate, Nakundra and Nondescript back on the fence. Toyd the leader from Big Zapple. Down the outside is Alternate. It's Toyd in front, close to the line, and Toyd is going to get the money here. Back to the 1600, and Toyd has won. Toyd 3/4 to possibly Alternate and nose Nakundra. Then for the back, Big Zapple, followed by Nondescript Greatness. A gap Borussia, followed by Fair Ross, Lord Delamere. Caesar's right affected the last 3. Tamar Moon, Bellado Boy, and Kutzbar. Stand by for the placings here. The winner is number 9, Toyd. Number 9, Toyd, swept up to make a line of 4 with about 450 metres to go. He took the lead over Big Zapple, Alternate and Nakundra, and Toyd coming back in distance today, back from the 2,000 metres of the Casterton Cup, and before that he went over 2,400. And he's got the prize, number 9, Toyd.
And 11, the winner, Gay Scene, $4.65 and $1.55. Second, Gem Bisque, paid 95 cents. Third, Shining Hero, $1.40. If you had the Quinella on numbers 1 and 9, it's $16.80, and the trifecta was 1, 9, 11, $360.60. So there you have it, live in Melbourne. The winner, Toyd, number 9, $21.35 and $5.30. Second, Alternate, $1.05. Third, Nakundra, $1 even. Quinella, $62.65. Trifecta, $665.35. And the running double on 5 and 9 paid $410.80. The comparisons for race number 5 in...
Everything's in readiness now. The lights are on. Set to go. Racing off to a great start. Society Bay out wide began very quickly. Lord Penn stumbled shortly after the start, dropped out last with My Blue Kingdom. Mirabin's going fast, takes the lead. Mirabin in front of Cool Report and Society Bay. Up nice and handy is Bit of a Lark just off the speed. Biotic Wolf and Prince Anton next. A length further back to Our Poetic Prince, racing a little wide on the outside of Lots of Rule. Mary Rule to Swift Cheval, getting a fair way back with Isoma. Cossack Prince can't go with them early. Then Regal Affair, Lord Penn, My Blue Kingdom, and Gold Or Me last of all. Onto the first bend, 800 metres to go. And there he goes, Mirabin. He's flying along out in front, leading by a length and a half. Society Bay's going easily second. Cool Report third. Myotic Wolf is ahead away fourth. Our Poetic Prince on the outside, a bit of a lark. Lots of Rules. Swift Cheval a bit wide. Prince Anton next on the inside. Then Mary Ruler picking up ground. Regal Affair, Isoma a mile back as they race onto the bend. Followed by Lord Penn, My Blue Kingdom, and Cossack Prince's last. Straightening up now, 350 metres to go. Mirabin just in front of Society Bay. On the outside, Myotic Wolf, Cool Report behind them. Our Poetic Prince is now pulled to the outside, and then Bit of a Lark, Lots of Rule and Swift Cheval. They've got 250 metres to go. Society Bay dashed up, hit the lead. Cool Report coming after Society Bay, and Our Poetic Prince. He's hitting top gear on the outside. He's after them. Cool Report sprinted to the lead. He booted away from them. Cool Report, and he's got them. Cool Report first. Cool Report beat Our Poetic Prince and Society Bay, and all Regal Affair, a slashing run for fourth. The next one home was Isoma, and then Mirabin, who weakened My Blue Kingdom, followed in by Bit of a Lark, Prince Anton, Cossack Prince, Myotic Wolf, Swift Cheval, Gold or Meal, Lots of Rule. Well back in the field, Lord Penner, Mary Ruler last of all.
Doubled.
And the winner is number 11, Cool Report, just holding on to win from number 2, Our Poetic Prince. Possibly number 5, Society Bay, third, but I'll tell you what, there was a sensational run in that race, a horse called Regal Affair, and it's in the photo for third, and it's pretty tight for third, but even if it's missed a place, it's just been an unbelievable run. Regal Affair was totally shut out with about 100 metres to go. There it is. Here's Ron Paps now.
They're off in the stakes race, but two to last to hit the ground, not far off the early leader, Harvey Bay, though. And Lord Telman away well with Wismo, and also Faithful Thought, Viscount Gilgood. Getting up on the inside is Gilgood Girl, and they were followed by Batuta getting between horses. Wismo out deep now. Diamond Zone pratted wide, and Temple Walk getting up on the rail, and Iglesias back at the tail. There's only about 4.5 4.5 or 5 to first to last as they work at the 1400 point into the far side, where it's Faithful Thought the outside, a neck in advance now of Lord Tilbon holding the rail. 2.5 Harvey Bay, and then 1 length further back in the field came Gilgood Girl on the inside Diamond Zone, and with them wide out was Viscount Gilgood. Temple Walk next, Batuta outside of Iglesias, and 1.5 last of all as they work along the far side is Wismo. Racing to the 100 point, and the leader here is still on the inside Lord Tilbon now from Faithful Thought. There's a margin of a half, 3/4 of a length in it at the 1,000. Then a length and a half to 2 away Harvey Bay, the inside shadowed by Diamond Zone. Further back on the inside is Gilgood Girl, and then came Temple Walk. There's another one caught on the outside of those. It's Viscount Gilgood dropping back slightly, but Batuta around Iglesias, and 2 lengths away then to Wismo. Racing down the side at the 800 metre point, and here the leader is still Lord Tilbon. From in second, Posse Faithful Thought. Harvey Bay a clear third from Gilgood Girl. Temple Walk working into the race, and then Diamond Zone struggling from Viscount Gilgood. Next, Batuta around Iglesias, and 2 to Wismo as they come to the turn. The leader's going pretty well at the moment, Lord Tilbon. A length in front of Faithful Thought. Harvey Bay comes after it. 2 lengths away, Gilgood Girl niggled at, and then came Temple Walk. Batuta under the whip. Then Iglesias, and further back in the field behind them Wismo, and then Diamond Zone, and wide out Viscount Gilgood. Harvey Bay coming after Lord Tilbon at the 200 metre mark. Temple Walk is struggling a little bit. Faithful Thought coming home on the rail. She's down on the inside, Faithful Thought. Harvey Bay's wide out. Harvey Bay and Faithful Thought, but it's that horse on the inside, Faithful Thought, drawing a little clear. Harvey Bay makes a dive, but I don't know too much about this. I'll give it to Faithful Thought, the inside, wide out Harvey Bay. It's a tight finish. They're wide apart. Temple Walk, Lord Tilbon, Batuta. Further back then came on the inside Gilgood Girl. Then further back Viscount Gilgood. Next in behind that group was Wismo, Iglesias, Diamond Zone.
It'll be a photo, but Ron fancies that the horse on the inside, number 3, may have just hung on to win Faithful Thought from Harvey Bay out wide. You can't really take too much notice of that because the camera is on an angle, some 20 or 30 metres before the line. And looking at that, maybe Lord Tilbon might have run third on the outside, but Ron fancied Temple Walk, so I think we'll just wait and see what the judges got to say after race 5. Race 6, the second report paid $4.20 and $1.35. Our Poetic Prince second, $80. And if ever I've seen a coming winner, there's one. Regal Affair, number 13, $2.60. Quinella, $7.75. Trifecta, $218.35. The Adelaide result, 3, 8 and 2. The numbers in race 5, the Lee Stakes, and the winner, Faithful Thought, returned officially $2.85 and $1.10. Harvey Bay was second, $90. Third was Temple Walk, 85 cents. Quinella was $7.80, and the Trifecta, $82.35. So there you have Doomben result.
And they're off and racing here in race 6 on the card. Sealed with a Kiss began well, and so did Sanhedrin's Pride. Shining Wood nicely away, and Valid Reason got into stride in a hurry. It's crossing to look for the lead with Sealed with a Kiss. Settling third now, Sanhedrin's Pride, followed by Paul Antic. A length away is Shining Wood, 2 to Jabba Hut. Next to last, Improchetto. And dropping to the tail is Crucidium. At the crossing at the 1600, Sealed with a Kiss takes up the speed. It's nothing flash. Sealed with a Kiss just lobbing along. A length and a half Valid Reason. 3/4 the inside is Sanhedrin's Pride. A length and a half to Paul Antic, and 2 to Shining Wood. Improchetto's getting up on the inside. This posts Jabba Hut 3 wide, and 2.5 away Crucidium at the tail. Sealed with a Kiss is allowed to do its own thing in front. It's out a couple on Valid Reason. Sanhedrin's Pride on the inside. Paul Antic is swooshed up deep, 3 and 4 deep, looking for the front with Sealed with a Kiss now. 2 lengths away Shining Wood pulling hard, and a half the outside Jabba Hut. Back on the rails Improchetto, and the tail end was Crucidium. Still no alteration in the speed as they come to the 1200. Paul Antic has gone up to join Sealed with a Kiss. They're a couple on Valid Reason, Sanhedrin's Pride. Shining Wood is taking closer order. Likewise, Jabba Hut on the outside. They're making their moves together. Jabba Hut has put the other one in a pocket momentarily. 2 to Improchetto, and Crucidium is at the tail. Sealed with a Kiss is still just the leader. Paul Antic has dropped off. Valid Reason has rushed up quickly to join Sealed with a Kiss, approaching the bend. Sanhedrin's Pride the inside. Shining Wood's now off the fence as it goes past Jabba Hut. A length and a half Improchetto, and the tail ender is Crucidium. On the bend now, and Sealed with a Kiss and Valid Reason are cutting at each other. Sanhedrin's Pride is a length away. This is going to push Shining Wood 3 and 4 deep on the bend. Coming between them is Improchetto, followed by Paul Antic. Up the rise, Sanhedrin's Pride quickly moved up to grab Valid Reason. Shining Wood and Improchetto were next. Sealed with a Kiss is gone. Sanhedrin's Pride went to the lead with 150 to run. Improchetto's going to make it race. Improchetto's Shadows after Sanhedrin's Pride with 100 to go. Sanhedrin's Pride ahead in front. Empress Shadows joined it. Empress Shadows put its head in front and the top weight's coming away. Empress Shadows too good. Empress Shadows scores by 3/4 of a length. Sanhedrin's Pride. 4 away third was Valid Reason, followed home by Sealed with a Kiss. Shining Wood failed to come on. They were followed by on the inside Crescentium. Next to last Paul Antic, and Jabba Hutt wound up as the tail ender.
And there you see the final stages of race 6 in Sydney with Sanhedrin's Pride just in front. Empress Shadows slowly wearing it down with every stride. It got the upper hand about 40 metres from home, and it's finished up drawing away and winning by nearly a length in the run home. Empress Shadow number 1, the winner. There's the finish, scoring by almost exactly a length over Sanhedrin's Pride, and Valid Reason number 6, the grey, in third placing.
Now the light's on. Worthy Kingdom looks well, the favourite. They're racing. They broke in a fairly good line. One of the best away, Fairy Bower, Ignition Control, the grey, and Beau Courier, and Mnemonic quickly going up towards the lead. Further out in the track is Worthy Kingdom as Mnemonic crosses over and leads. Worthy Kingdom goes up second, but it's a little wide. Now Marshall getting in a little closer around Beau Courier on the fence. Ignition Control from Fairy Bower. Hidden Image further back, a length and a half, then to Grey Reply, Due Par, Young Regent, Gilgit Arise. Well back was Red Canvas with Toe the Line and Seas Rising last of all. Along the back, 1,100 metres to go. Mnemonic 2 in front of Worthy Kingdom. He's done a good job on Worthy Kingdom to get up on the fence now to be second. A length further back than Ignition Control, the length into Beau Courier. 2 further back, Hidden Image outside Fairy Bower. 2.5 to Grey Reply, a length Due Par. A neck then to Young Regent from Toe the Line, Red Canvas, and then Seas Rising. Gilgit Arise last of all. 800 metres out. Mnemonic about 3/4 in front. Going up on the outside is the favourite Worthy Kingdom. 2 lengths to Beau Courier. Ignition Control on the fence, a length into Hidden Image. 3 lengths further back in the field, then Fairy Bower. Grey Reply around it. 2 to Young Regent, Toe the Line. A gap to Due Par, Gilgit Arise, and well back Red Canvas, and last of all Seas Rising. Mnemonic the leader at the 500 metre mark, about a half to Worthy Kingdom. He's into this favourite now. Beau Courier to the outside of him, and 2 lengths further back Hidden Image. A gap on the field to Grey Reply, and then further back on the inside of it is Ignition Control and Toe the Line. Mnemonic's doing it pretty well around the turn though. You'd like to be on him. He shot 2 in front for Highland. Second placing Beau Courier. Worthy Kingdom has gone, then on the outside Hidden Image. But this is going to really lead all the way. Mnemonic, it's out 3 in front of Beau Courier, Worthy Kingdom, and the other struggling, but a good front running ride by P. Highland on Mnemonic. Mnemonic by 3 lengths. Beau Courier second, 2 to Worthy Kingdom third. Then further back was Hidden Image, followed by Toe the Line, Grey Reply, Ignition Control, Young Regent. Then came Fairy Bower. Further back was Red Canvas, followed by Gilgit Arise, Due Par. And here's one a furlong behind them, Seas Rising tailed off. Well, good ride in front here by Highland. He came to the turn and he kicked 2.5 in front, hugging the aluminium all the way on this one. Number 2 Mnemonic. Number 2 Mnemonic first, P. Highland. Second placing to Beau Courier, which is number 3, ridden by Shane Tronerud. And number 1 Worthy Kingdom, he rode it okay. He got across to get a trail up behind Mnemonic, went up to the quarters of Mnemonic with about 500 to go, but he started to struggle. And it was Mnemonic who couldn't handle the heavy ground at Pakenham, where he got beaten 16 lengths, but he was on the dead ground of Warrnambool and he was able to get the prize there and beat Haughty Lad, so I suppose the form line was pretty good. But Highland has obviously worked out the best going would be nearer the rail in front. That's what he's done, and he's ridden this a copybook ride in the lead. Very few horses lead all the way over the 1600 here.
Sanhedrin's Pride, third Valid Reason. And the dividends were $1.60 and 80 for the winner Impresetto. Second, Sanhedrin's Pride at $1, and third Valid Reason 80 cents. Quinella was $6.65. Trifecta $24.95 on race number 6 there in Sydney. So we are now up to the 6th event from Brisbane. That is due at 3:35 this afternoon. So we'll take this break, and they should be just about right on starting time for race 6 at Doomben. Wayne Wilson.
Estrina got the best of it on the inside. Miss Tess came out quickly, and Silver Sierra and Ascot Lane both began nicely, and Ascot Lane is showing plenty of dash going up to vie for the lead. A Great Walk popping over onto the rails just behind them in the early part. Mighty Grey next on the outside. Be Reasonable racing fairly erratically. He's pulling hard over on the inside. Willits has got his hands full at the moment. Mighty Willem on his outside, and Gem's Toy last of all. Heading into the turn out of the straight, and Ascot Lane takes over, shoots away, leads by 2 lengths. Silver Sierra running second, a break of 3 to Miss Tess on the outside of Sarah Estrina, 1 to Mighty Grey, then Great Walk, Mighty Willem. Be Reasonable settling a lot better now, back second last, and Gem's Toy last of all. Onto the next bend, 1,400 metres out. The speed looks as though it's fairly genuine at the moment. It's Ascot Lane leading by 2 lengths. Second, Silver Sierra. 3 to Miss Tess. 2 to Sarah Streiner. Another 2 to Mighty Grey. 1.5 Mighty Willem. Great Walk next on the inside. Then Gem's Toy and Be Reasonable last of all. I guess he's about 15 lengths from the leader. Ascot Lane starting to slow up a little bit. Coming up towards the 1,000. It's Ascot Lane, 2 in front. Second, Silver Sierra. 3 away third, Miss Tess. 2 to Sarah Streiner, 2 to Mighty Grey, then Mighty Willem on the outside. 1.5 to Gem's Toy, Great Walk, and Be Reasonable, still 15 lengths from the leader. He's last of all. Onto the next bend, 800 metres out. Ascot Lane quickening the tempo, just a shade, 2 in front. Silver Sierra second, 2 away third, Miss Tess, 2 to Sarah Streiner, closing nicely. Mighty Willem on the outside of Mighty Grey. A length further back to Gem's Toy, and then Great Walk and Be Reasonable, hard-ridden last of all. Ascot Lane in front, coming towards the home turn. They've got 100 metres to go. Well, they've got 500 metres to go. On the outside, Silver Sierra moving up to be second. Miss Tess is third. Then Mighty Willem. He's a cosy fourth at the moment. Gem's Toy making a dash on the outside, and then Great Walk, Sarah Streiner. Well in the straight, Ascot Lane as the leader. Silver Sierra popped the big question coming after Ascot Lane, 200 metres out. Silver Sierra looming up on the outside of Ascot Lane. Ascot Lane still a neck in front of Silver Sierra. Mighty Willem can't go on. It's Silver Sierra the outside and Ascot Lane. They're fighting it out. York and Williams, they're both driving hard. They hit it. Ascot Lane kicked on the inside. He may have won it by a nose. Tight. Ascot Lane or Silver Sierra. Tied for third, Mighty Grey or Mighty Willem. The next one home was Sarah Streiner, and then Miss Tess, Great Walk. And the last two in, Be Reasonable, who was a flop. And Gem's Toy last.
Well, it'll be a photo for sure there, and this is a toss of the coin job. I don't know. Ascot Lane certainly did kick. He was going to be beaten to the wide world with 50 metres to go by Silver Sierra, but he's kicked right on the line, and Wayne thinks he might have just won, but we'll leave that one to the judge because there is nothing in that at all. Ascot Lane, Silver Sierra, and third's tied between Mighty Grey and Mighty Willem. $6.60 and $1.70. Second, Beau Courier, $1.60. Third, Worthy Kingdom, 70 cents. Quinella paid $29.55. Trifecta, $224.20. And the running double on Toyd and Mnemonic paid $269.70. They're the details, race 6 at Moonee Valley. Now, let's take a look at the scene at the stalls in Adelaide as they move in for the start of race 6. And in the Delville Handicap Race 8, there are no scratchings. Racing, here's Ron.
And one missed it quite noticeably. They'll pick it up in just a moment or two. Skyborough it was. And one of the best away out wide on the track, showing good speed out there in the all-white Supreme Sculptor, going fast in the early part 2, and Cardi Repeat with it. So is All Is Crystal, and coming through the ruck there. In behind them, Indian Ruby and Centenary Star. Further back, Opal's Work and Arrogance, and on the outside of all of those. But Court White, Griggy O'Grey. Further back and about 6 off the lead, coming to the turn, is Pearl's a Singer. Then came on the inside Majestic Playboy. Purica is next, and they were followed by Claus as they swing from Red Robin. Further back in the field as they make the turn into the straight now. Getting back in the field was Regal Cascade, who's one of the last, and also Skyborough back there with it, and so too What a Man. Racing down to the 200-metre mark though, and here Opal's Work goes up to Indian Ruby. Coming after them, Pearl's a Singer, but she's 2.5 away, can't get them. It's Opal's Work the outside and Indian Ruby. Opal's Work doing a shade the better. Indian Ruby can't quite go with it, and Opal's Work will get the money. About a long neck to Indian Ruby, 4 away almost then to Pearl's a Singer. Further back in the field, Arrogance, and then came Purica, who made up a power of ground. Then What a Man. Further back then, out wide, was Griggy O'Grey, Red Robin, Claus. Skyborough made a bit of ground. Further back in the field, then Majestic Playboy, Centenary Star. Well back in the field, Regal Cascade. Near the tail, on Cardi Repeat with All Is Crystal, and Supreme Sculptor pulling up quickly.
Right, the placings there should be 7, 3 and 6 as Ron sees them. The winner, Opal's Work, second placing to Indian Ruby, and third, Pearl's a Singer. 7, 3 and 6 on race 6 at Cheltenham in South Australia. Now, the Boral Cyclone handicap at 4.15. Let's check the approximate dividends now on race. The winner there, number 10, Silver Sierra, got there in the photo, paid $2.40 for the win, 85 cents for the place. 1 Ascot Lane second, $1.10. 5 Mighty Willem third, 70 cents. Quinella, $7.45, and the trifecta, $42.30. So you're up to date. Things were 7, 3 and 6. The winner, Opal's Work, returned $7.25 and $2 even. Second, Indian Ruby, 85 cents. Third, Pearl's a Singer, 85 cents. Quinella was $11.55, and the trifecta $116.45. That's the result of Adelaide race number 6. Now,
Standwell off and racing. Nova Edition left like a rocket off the inside. Got away quickly. True Reason and Prince Invader well into stride with Fleet Invader, Richfield's Lad and Farris King the inside. Bold Sea is out very deep on the track trying to work across from a hit again. Benny and 3 lengths. Just a Taste followed by LA Streak, Latest Word, Magic Gleam and Irish Maiden a distant tail ender. After 300 or 400, Nova Edition the leader by a length on Fleet Invader. Richfield's Lad and Bold Sea is caught very wide on the track. Just behind them on the fences, True Reason 2 lengths away. Next in the race was Farris King. They were followed, making a bit of ground around them by Prince Invader. 3 to hit again. Benny, Kiwi Kong, Magic Gleam. LA Streak the inside from Latest Word, Irish Maiden, and it's the tail ender. Just a Taste is alongside of it, approaching the home corner now. 500 left to run as they come to the bend, and Nova Edition giving a good sight by more than a length. Fleet Invader on the inside. True Reasons had a perfect run. Richfield's Lad handled the bend very badly. They were followed by Prince Invader. Kiwi Kong further back in the race was hit again. Benny, Irish Maiden and LA Streak over the rise. Nova Edition the leader. Here comes True Reason under the whip giving something, and wider out as Farris King running home well with LA Streak. They haven't got Nova Edition. LA Streak is running home quickly from Farris King. True Reason gone. Nova Edition with 100 to run the leader, but LA Streak on the outside has closed in a rush, and LA Streak is going to roar away and win easily. LA Streak scores by 2 lengths on the line. Nova Edition second. Third, Farris King just in front of True Reason. Hit again Benny from Irish Maiden, Prince Invader, Kiwi Kong. Latest Word was next in. Magic Gleam, never a threat from Just a Taste, Fleet Invader. It was last bar 2, Richfield's Lad, which ran off on the home corner, and Bold Sea.
Yep. Well, that's come home as though it's just joined in and carries the same colours as the previous winner, Impresetto. Number 3, LA Streak, drawing away at the finish and racing clear to win quite comfortably. Second placing to Nova Edition, number 7, and third, number 5, Farris King. There's the freeze frame of the finish, 3, 7 and 5 racing.
This horse here, Bit of a Champ. Oh, he's knocked the attendant down. Now, they're about to resaddle him, Bit of a Champ, and he lashed out, knocked one of the attendants down who's laying on the track, and he's off. This horse, without the saddle, he's coming straight back around down towards the 1300. All he has on is the bridle and then the blinkers, and he's fired up, this bloke, a Bit of a Champ, and he's heading up towards the 1600 metre point. Let's have a look back at this track attendant. He's on his feet. Kevin Blackmore, I think it is. Yeah, he's on his feet. I think he's okay. The ambulance people having a chat to him as he leans against the rail. Now, Bit of a Champ coming down towards the winning post. He's trying to come off the track, but they're shooing him away from the gate where the horses leave the track. There's no one on the track with the exception of the clerk of the course, who's up around to the 500 metre mark. Still a fair way. Another clerk is coming in from the way that Bit of a Champ has come. The reins are starting to dangle. There's a lead strap, and the reins, the lead strap dangling down between the horse's front legs at the moment. The reins over the horse's neck, and the clerk is about to try and come in and pick him up. Now he's out on that track on the towards the outside rail. As the attendants here walk, and they've picked him up. Yeah, they've got him. Well done, very, very well done here. They've picked him up. Bit of a Champ. Ross McDonald, actually, one of the local trainers here in Melbourne, has taken the blinkers quickly off the horse. And they've got the horse off the track, and he is a late scratching. So Bit of a Champ, number 3, has been taken out. He's out to about a 10 to 1 chance in the race, but Bit of a Champ pulled out at the barrier after lashing out and knocking one of the attendants down. The substitute is quite sensation, with Bit of a Champ being caught here. Thank heavens no harm was done, although he did do some harm down there at the start. And the other runners are in. Quite sensation is the sub. The runners line up. I think they'll just be waiting for the call from the stewards to confirm the horse has been cleared from the track. And Bit of a Champ, number 3, is out. 4:03. Number 3, Bit of a Champ. Number 3, Bit of a Champ out at 4.